Sweet honeysuckle.
Welcome. Welcome back to the Late Night Tangents.
To the 20th episode of Late Night Tangents, Season 2.
We should stop calling it Season 2 because there's no Season 1 that
Season 1.
There's no Season 1 that they could go see.
See, but all we got to say is Season 1 sucked.
That's true.
And then Season 2 is automatically better.
That is also true.
That is good logic.
Yeah.
Not really.
No. But welcome
Hold
back.
on, I'm going to crack this bitch.
Oh, that's fine. I'll talk while you do that.
Ooh.
Welcome back. Last episode was a two-parter, and we apologize for some technical difficulties.
Yeah.
We struggled there, but we're dialed in today. We're dialed.
Dude.
2 hours last night.
That was the longest night of my life, and I didn't even do anything except push buttons that Eric told me to push.
Yeah.
So what we're referring to is like, I mean, Eric and I are big sticklers, but it was pretty heavily obvious at how bad my audio was specifically in the last two podcasts. Absolute junk.
Yeah.
I mean, Eric did the most that he could with the technology that we had available, but it was simply just a matter of I got a new laptop and there was some settings in there that we had to fudge with to get it back dialed.
Right. It was, if anybody's out there wondering how you troubleshoot, my definition of troubleshoot is exactly that. It's you go to every single source and you try to do that. And that's exactly what we did. It's a little painstaking to troubleshoot, but we found it. We fixed the issue, corrected the error, and hopefully we're bringing you a very good quality cast.
I just got to say, because once again, dude, my fucking air just turned on, damn it. I'm going to have to turn that off. And my fan's on. Holy biscuits.
I was going to ask you.
Oh, man. Let me finish this.
He just gets so excited. He gets so excited. He wants to jump in and just start ripping.
Gosh dang it. What was I going to say, though?
Troubleshooting.
Oh, okay, real quick. Eric's ability to troubleshoot on like a PC is, dude, it's godly. I'm not even kidding. Like, it's equivalent to like one of our best service technicians at Iros. His name's Jared. You are the technology wizard version of Jared in my book. You know how you have like people, you just set them at like, that is your bar. Like that's where you draw the line. As this guy's fucking awesome at his job. That's you.
Well, thank you.
I don't understand it. I'm like, how does your brain fucking operate like that?
Thank you.
Not here. I gotta go turn this shit off.
Yeah.
Really quickly.
I'll talk to him. Well, I probably won't, but I'm also not going to say anything that might make him laugh while he's away, because I'm the person who edits the podcast and the audio and everything. Your ceiling fan.
Yeah, what about it?
You need to turn it off.
I did.
Oh, okay. I didn't see you reach over there. I'm like, He turned it off with his mind, huh?
I wish, man. It gets fucking steamy in this bitch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, anyways, again, welcome to episode 20. As you can tell,
Yes.
I am in a different location.
Oh, yeah.
I'm no longer in my bedroom in my New York City apartment.
Nope.
I am in the great state of Oregon.
Oregon.
I'm back in Oregon, working for the summer and playing golf. Of course, still working on music every day. I'm giving myself 2 weeks for vacation to, not singing, not doing anything music related. And then I'm back into it. And that 2 weeks is almost up. So next week, I'm getting back into the singing stuff.
Oh, jeez.
So yeah, I'm hanging out in Oregon here. You'll probably see quite a bit of episodes in this little corner I've set up.
Heck yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly, man, I mean, if you want to get a podcast started, it's not that hard. It's not that hard to just buy a few pieces of equipment and start doing it. Like you're in the corner of your old bedroom at your parents' house.
But there you go.
I guess I give too much of your information away, but
That's okay.
but yeah, I mean, you're just posted up just like I am, dude. I just set it up in the old bedroom, and
Oh yeah.
you know,
It's never
I had
been
a
easier to talk.
dude, true. I had that shit laptop for how many years, bro?
And it worked.
Years. 4 years, I think.
Yeah.
I mean, it got down to its last legs there,
Yeah.
but
And it worked.
it did.
We can't complain about stuff that works.
No, if it ain't broke.
Right. But then the new thing that you get, there's always something that you got to tinker with. Always.
Yep. I don't know why. I just never would have thought. I don't know. I feel like all the preferences as far as audio preferences would always just be the same and shit. Like with
Yeah. That was weird because my initial reaction was after looking at your soundboard, because I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm like, this idiot. He did something. Something's not plugged in all the way. A knob's
Yep.
cranked all the way up. I'm like, he did something. And so I looked at the board. Once you sent a picture of the board, I'm like, okay. I'm like, it's software. 100% it's software.
Yeah.
So I'm like, it's got to be in the program of Audition because we use Adobe Audition to record,
Right.
or it's got to be in Windows. And then once we pulled up that Windows thing, I'm like, that don't look right.
No suspicious, huh?
Right. So, yeah. Anyways.
Yeah, fair enough. We don't gotta get too into it.
Nope.
Dude, we're going into this empty-handed here. I didn't think of any kind of topics. What do we?
That's okay. Well, let me just start off. We'll
Okay,
get,
let it rip.
So, for the listeners, they last knew that I was driving back. No, did they? Yes, they did. Yes, that they knew that I was driving back. So,
Yeah.
my dad and I, we drove back from New York, Manhattan, all the
Yep.
way to Oregon in
Mhm.
3 days. 3
Yeah.
days.
Oh yeah.
That's crazy. That's like 15, 16 hours a day, right?
That's good. That's good stuff.
Got an old car. I got an old car. I got a 2003 Nissan Pathfinder. I love that thing. I love it. But I got to get rid of it because I'm
Yeah.
in New York. I don't drive. Anyways,
Sure.
so dude, that thing guzzles oil, man. It was nervous. I was like, I was fine because we did an oil change in Pennsylvania. Got us to my dad's friend's house just outside of Chicago. Checked the oil in Chicago. Was fine. Then we drive to Laramie, Wyoming, right? So we're in Laramie, Wyoming. We do our thing. Literally, I passed out. I got into bed and was zonked. And my dad's still over there messing around with his computer, reading whatever. He ain't driving. I was the one driving.
Yeah.
Anyways, so we get there, we wake up. I go and check the old dipstick.
Sorry, I just can't.
Bro,
Keep going.
it was dry. It
What
was the dipstick, dry, nothing on it.
Oh yeah, right. Okay.
Right. So,
That's good.
oh no. So I'm
Complain.
worried and I'm like, oh no.
Yeah.
So it's 4:30 in the morning, 5 o'clock in the morning. Nothing ain't going to be open. No part store's going to be open at that time.
Yeah.
And this
Right.
was our last day. I mean, we were
Yeah.
going from Laramie, Wyoming to Oregon.
Big travel, big trek.
Yeah. So we ended up going to the Loves, and they had the kind of oil that we needed. So we bought 3 quarts and filled it up with 2.
Oh, pause. This reminds me, okay?
Yep.
So when I'm traveling with Iros,
Mhm.
like when we're traveling racing and shit, there's just something about like a Love's, like a big ass truck stop that gets me so jonesed. It just like enlightens my mood. I'm like, oh fuck yes, dude. We're about to walk in this place, in this establishment, and there's gonna be 50 rows of beverages.
And snacks.
Dude, how exciting.
Snack
Oh,
Central.
That brought back the bad memory of when I got fucking robbed at that gas station.
Ooh, what?
Remember when that freaking dude rolls up on me and he's just like, I trade you for the gold chains.
Oh,
and-
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was a badass gas station I was at. That fuck.
Yeah.
Anyways, continue. Your oil.
So yeah, so we filled it up with 2 quarts, and then we were looking at the dipstick, and we're like, oh my gosh, we overfilled.
Right.
So now we're just like, once we overfilled it, I'm just like, well, it's gonna burn through it, so whatever. Oh. Burnt.
Biscuits and honey. Burn through it, yeah.
Yeah, so we burnt through I was like, we're going to burn through it. We pulled over, checked it at a gas station. It was fine. Got home, checked it. Still fine. And then we got to just outside of big rodeo town out by up the
St. Paul.
gorge. Not St. Paul.
Oh.
It wasn't Baker City, but it was
Dalles?
It wasn't the Dalles. It was way past the Dalles. Anyways, we got there, and I'm like, that's a little on the low side. So I just topped it off with that last quart we got, and I'm still driving it. I probably should do a proper oil change and just drain it, but I'm like, who cares? It's got oil in it.
I mean, there's some logic there. There's some. The only illogical part of the continuous top off is your oil filter is totally just clapped. Like that thing is like a dirty diaper.
Well, I thought
change that bitch.
Oil filters are supposed to last for 10,000 miles.
Is that a figure?
Yeah.
No.
Oh yeah.
You think so?
Yeah.
You know what?
The old Padre did research on it.
No chance. This is why you're so confident. I gotta look now.
Yeah, because I was like, he was saying, I think you could go 10. Now it depends on the filter, I'm assuming. But he was saying that he thought that you could drive 10,000 miles on an oil filter, but a lot of oil companies, like quick change oils, they'll try to gouge you for the price of a new oil filter when you don't need it because it can go another 5,000 miles.
That's strange. I guess I never knew that.
Yeah.
I wonder why that is.
I don't know.
So you could go 2 oil changes,
right?
Like you just said.
Right.
Wow.
Exactly.
I don't think I'm gonna do that though.
Yeah.
To be honest, I'm like, I'll spend the $20.
Right. So we made it back, and now we're here. Got back, and then day 1 of being back, I hit up Jeff, El Jefe.
Oh yeah.
And I go, I'm back. I'm back.
I'm back, bitches.
Exactly.
Oh
and
yeah.
so him and I went and played 9 holes. Dude, he was so excited because he's just like, everything big talk on the podcast, right?
Man,
I'm like, I could easily destroy Jeff.
Oh yeah.
Dude, I was beating him.
Yep.
But I had a couple bad holes. I had a couple of bad holes, and I had some 3 putts. And those were all, it got me. But I had 2 birdies, and the rest of them, I had 2 triple bogeys, and those triple bogeys got me. But I was up through like 4 holes.
Yeah.
I was up through 4 holes. First swing, he just
How
goes.
good does that make you feel?
Oh, dude! First swing, he goes. oh my gosh, who are you? He's like, that was a gorgeous swing. He goes,
Oh, man,
he's a new golfer. Because when I was living in Lake Oswego, I didn't golf with him because he was just starting his career and stuff like that. So I didn't golf with him. I golfed with him that summer prior. So I worked on my game, and I told him, like, Jeff, all I did for 8 months was swing my golf club and film it in my apartment for 8 months without hitting a ball. Because I had tall ceilings, so I can swing a golf club driver full. And I just slow-mo filmed it, and I was just like, what am I doing wrong?
Dude, I had no idea.
And then I got out there, I striped my 5-wood 240 yards, and he goes,
holy fuck.
who is this guy? And he hooks his driver
God.
left.
Dude.
But I will give Jeff some credit here, and he's going to get a kick that I'm going to tell this. So he hits his hybrid. I think it's a 3 hybrid or a 4 hybrid. And that club for him, oh my gosh, it's gorgeous.
Club, huh?
Oh, it's gorgeous. He hits a high towering 3 hybrid onto like a 220-yard par 3. I'm not
like off the fairway or
off the tee. Par 3.
Par 3. Tees up.
Yeah. And the first, so he takes one. He hits probably about 6 inches behind the first one. It goes probably 50 yards off the tee. And he goes, no, he goes, screw that. I'm hitting a mulligan.
Yeah.
Gets his mulligan, and he's got this high towering baby draw in right over the flagstick. And I go, Jeff, and I'm just watching this thing. I'm like looking down at the flag, looking at the ball.
Dropping.
And it's just dropping right on it. And then the ball disappeared. And I'm like, no.
Oh, dude.
No. I'm like, no. I'm freaking out. And then Jeff's reaction is always like later than mine, right? And then he's like, no, did I just make that?
Were you guys rucking or walking?
Yeah.
Or were you?
Yeah, we were walking.
Okay.
And we thought it went in, and Jeff grabbed his bag, and he's running up there, and I'm casually walking.
That's awesome. Yeah.
And the dude hit it like probably 15 feet from 220. That's pretty damn good.
Dude. Oh, man. Dude, you that's impressive.
And
right? That's.
Okay. Sorry.
Go ahead.
And so
we're excited.
So we were talking first tee, or I think it was maybe like second or third hole. I go, it's happening. I'm like, we're taking all of Desmond's money.
Dude, get that guy a few beverages flowing. He'll start throwing down.
Oh, yeah.
He's not going to fucking do that. But it'd be cool if he did.
But yeah, so, and the thing is, even when I played in Texas, that was the first time I golfed in a long time when I went down to visit my sister, and they weren't even my clubs. And I was really impressed how I played, because my big thing is I want to get the ball in the air. That's all I care about. Because I've struggled with trying to fix my swing too much and do too much, and I'd top it or hit it fat or something like that. So I've really been focusing just getting the ball in the air. I'm not paying close attention to aiming really, but I've got to, for the next couple of weeks when I go to the range, focus on hitting the ball first, and just picking the ball up off the ground. That's all I got to focus on, and I've been doing that. And if I get consistent with doing that for the next couple of weeks, then I can really, because I'm sorry, in my opinion, my aim is unmatchable. Like when I've played the aiming game with Jeff at the skills I've had in the past, he's always beat me, but I always get closer to the pin than he does. And man, this is great, and he's gonna hate me for this, and I love it.
I just love the camaraderie and the friendship that we have as this fucking unit.
Yeah.
I love that we can all be so fucking far away from each other. But then, dude, it's like, even still, we will come back 2-3 years later, and it's like we didn't even fucking skip a beat.
Right. And you know,
It's
that's
like,
that's
damn.
really crazy to me because growing up, I had like my best friends, Alex and Tyler, and Tyler's brother. Like I knew them since kindergarten, right?
Yeah.
They're still my friends now, but I don't classify them as my best friend. I consider them close friends, but I don't classify them as best friends just because as you get older, interests change, you know,
Yeah.
life just happens. And
Yep.
for me, this friend group of all of us, you, Jeff, Yanni, Desmond, Alex, this didn't happen until our senior year of
Yeah.
high school, right?
Well,
We
it was,
knew of
yeah.
each other. We knew of each other, but it wasn't until after high school I became really close with you because then we
Mhm.
started doing everything together. And then, yeah. And it's crazy how that works because you think like best friends and really close friends are like, oh, well, that happens from like when you're really little. And it's like, I don't necessarily agree with that, but
Bro, I think that I got it because I just constantly think about this. You know, it's like, fuck. Josh and I will be talking at work, and we'll be talking about, I don't know, it's just something random, and I'll make the comment, dude, I have no friends,
yeah.
right? It's like, well, that's not true. I have friends, they're just not here. Um, son of a bitch, dude, I was going someplace so good with that,
He forgot.
and I absolutely just whiffed it. Bitch ass. That's gonna have to come back around to my brain.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I'm gonna lose it. All right, we're gonna have to fucking son of a bitch. That's annoying. Okay, we're gonna have to talk. Okay, go ahead.
Anyways, so yeah, it was really nice to get out there and golf with Jeff, and it's funny because he brought up he goes, dude, I was losing my shit when you were talking about on the podcast how I wasn't the most supportive on the golf course, and he goes, first bad shot I hit, he goes, you fucking suck.
Dude, I love that. I love that.
I know, and I'm like, oh, that's great. That's so great.
I remembered.
But I mean, it's. Oh, go ahead. You remember.
What I was gonna say is all five of us were like, I think it works really good because we have this ability to just be fucking honest. Like,
Oh yeah.
we all have this raw ability to be super brutally honest with each other.
Oh yeah.
It's the only place where I can get hurt
Tell
by
Desmond
my
he's
friends.
fat.
Get hurt by all my friends and then continue being friends and like normal and just accepting it and just hearing them because they obviously want what's the best for you.
Right.
Like they're not just telling you to be an asshole. Like none of us are dicks to each other. I mean,
Right.
we're dicks to each other, but we're not like assholes.
Excluding Desmond.
I can't.
We love you, Desmond.
Yeah. It just works, man. It's like the personalities, you know, tell me this.
Yeah.
It's a little it's an interesting thought, okay? How often, I mean, we're humans. And humans, it doesn't matter who the fuck you are. You've talked shit behind someone's back before. It's happened.
Yeah.
Alex is a person that when we first met him and we first started hanging out with him, we didn't talk shit behind Alex's back. It was like we talked Alex up behind his back. I remember you and I were just like, dude, why is Alex such a great guy? You know, just like we would say that. How is that man so handsome?
Yeah.
You know, like that dude's pulling a beard at the age of 19.
Yeah.
A nice, thick, manly beard.
Yeah.
I was like attracted to him.
Oh, okay.
Not really. Handsome dude, but nice, very genuine human being. That's why I like Alex. That's why he's in the group.
Right.
You know,
Yeah.
we all have our traits.
Yeah, there's literally every single personality for the group.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like the guy that's I'm the
Do you
dad of
want
the
to go
group.
into our roles? I can't wait to hear what Desmond's is.
Nothing.
Call Desmond the prober.
Oh,
He'll know that
yikes.
one.
Yeah, maybe we shouldn't go into the roles.
No, we'll just fucking continue.
Yeah. But anyways.
Okay.
So, how was your week? I mean, technically it's been 2 weeks since we did the podcast
Yeah.
because we recorded 2 episodes in one day.
Yeah.
What's
Man,
new in
it's
the
been-
Taylor world?
It's been odd. Confusing personal stuff. Confusing work stuff. Just confusion. Lots of learning. Lots of learning going on right now.
Is the personal stuff too personal? Or can you share?
Yeah, it's too personal.
Okay.
All right. I took a few hits off the bong before this. I was really
Golly.
excited. And I was
Oh,
like, dude, you know what would make this better? Marijuana.
no.
It was like 3. I was like,
Because now
barely
you're
even
just
a
going to
taste.
laugh the whole time. I'm not even going to say anything funny and you're going to laugh.
We're 30 minutes in, and how many times have I laughed? Every time. Okay, what was I saying? My week. Okay, yeah. We'll go ahead. 2 weeks. 2 weeks. Shit, man. I'm down a guy right now. Down a guy. Miller's in Europe. Freaking
Oh, that's right.
lucky turd.
What is he doing over there?
I don't know. Hanging out.
Just decided a spur of the moment trip to Europe?
Oh, I think it's like his parents. I think it's his family. Family trip. Deal.
Ah, gotcha.
So it sounds. I inferred. I don't know if I'm using that right. You know what? I overheard.
If you were trying to use overheard, inferred,
Would you just leave me alone?
okay, fine.
I overheard Josh and Miller talking about how I think it was Miller's mother has family over there.
Gotcha.
Pretty sure I have family over in England that we still keep in contact with.
What in the world?
Have you looked this up real quick? Oh yeah, I see that laptop. Look
Okay.
up Pickering Castle.
I'm going to have to put the mic down.
Drop the mic, baby. Pickering Castle. It's a real thing. It's like the Pickering family legitimately has a castle over in, where is it, England?
This splendid 13th century castle was used as a royal hunting lodge, holiday home, and stud farm by a succession of medieval kings. Wow, this
Pretty
castle
rad,
looks
huh?
like a piece of shit.
That kind of does. It's a little beat. Little beat.
Well, that's
I think it'd be,
not cool at
Dope.
all.
no, it's cool.
I'm just joking.
I think it'd be sick. Maybe that's a tattoo. Get a little silhouette of the castle on like my shoulder.
Yeah.
Something. I don't know. Anyways, I don't know what was I saying? Oh, you were talking about Europe, Miller. God, oof, man.
And this, ladies, kids, this is why. This is why you don't smoke.
Don't make that comment. Okay. All right. A little forgetful.
Sorry, then people go, what's your excuse, Eric?
Maybe you should hop on the freaking ganj.
No.
I know.
Anyways,
I know. Oh,
continue.
that reminded me. What's that guy's name? Is it Joey Diaz?
What are you even talking about?
You know, the comedian.
I thought that was a boxer.
Oh, that's Nate Diaz.
Oh. Oh. Is this who? So Joey Diaz, is that the comedian you were talking about last night?
Oh yeah, Joey Diaz. That's it.
The TikTok comedian?
Yeah, he's a little bit older, obese
Oh.
looking, Italian. Well, I don't know if he's Italian.
I don't know.
He sounds a little Italian. I'm probably way off.
I've never heard of this guy before in my life.
He was just talking about this guy does crazy amounts of drugs and hallucinogenics and like everything, just like for fun. Like it's just kind of what he does. And he was on the Joe Rogan podcast. Ooh, sorry. And he popped a 200 milligram edible, right? And Joe Rogan even says, I think he said like a substantial dose is like 8 milligrams or 10 milligrams or something. Dude, like yeah, now you know.
Yeah.
I had a 10 milligram edible one time before a flight. And that shit seriously like fucked me up big time. I don't know what it is about. Wait a minute. Anyways, so one time, or Joey Diaz fucking had this thing. It was called a moon bar, or something like that. Moon bar, and it was 200 milligram. It was 200 milligram like chocolate bar, 250 milligrams. Sorry. And he ate the whole fucking thing, dude. Right, I just told you like I'm a frequent flyer when it comes to marijuana. Dude,
Yeah.
you're zoned out. What are you looking at?
You.
Oh, okay. Thought you were looking out the window.
Oh my
I'm a
gosh.
frequent flyer when it comes to marijuana. So 10 milligrams put me down, but this dude's eating a 250 milligram chocolate bar.
Yikes.
And he's surviving.
Some people are just crazy, honestly.
Some people are built different.
Yeah.
Yeah, like Liam. Liam's done with track.
Oh, man, he's almost done with school.
Well, then football starts here in like a week.
Oh my gosh, give the kid a break.
Dude. No games.
Oh,
It's a senior year, Bobby.
Gosh, that sucks. I'm sorry, Liam.
Tell me how excited you are that he's graduating.
That doesn't make me excited. That makes me feel old.
Oh. I'm excited for him. I'm like, dude, heck yeah. Join the workforce or go to college.
Go to college or
Fucking-
join the workforce.
Yeah, okay. Fucking get ripping, dude. I'm excited. I think he's still sounds like he's going to want to be an electrician, but
Nice.
who knows? Who
Nice.
knows?
That's awesome.
Yeah. It's tough, man. Man, I strayed away from what I was trying to tell about my week. Bro, that doesn't work for me. Can you just like put me? I got you as the biggest format I can have you on my screen, and you are who I'm talking to.
Guess what, Bobby?
What?
I'm recording, so I have to have both of us in the picture.
Man, dude.
Look, okay, here. I'm looking at you.
Fair enough.
I'm looking out the window. I'm looking at you. Window. You. Window.
Fair enough.
I'll center myself.
Okay, how has your last 2 weeks been? You said you went to Texas, right?
Yeah. So
Well, tell about freaking Uncle D.
Oh, yeah.
Uncle E. Dean. I was thinking Dean.
Yeah, my sister said that. She's like, no, I'm going to have them call you Uncle Dean Bean.
Oh my fuck. You're toast, dude. That is gonna stick, and that's gonna be the cutest fucking thing ever.
Oh, gosh.
That is totally gonna be that.
But no, my sister just had a little girl. She's
Nice.
4 weeks old or something like that, 6 weeks, something like that. I can't remember. So the fam went down there and we kind of visited and just, you know, as you do, family things.
Yep.
And yeah, so we just hung out, kind of had a good time, seen the new niece. We went and played some golf. And we also said it was Mother's Day, so we went out to go eat for Mother's Day as well. And
Nice.
then I headed back to New York. We didn't film a podcast, but I had to go get my car, drive back. So this is on that day of travel, so Wednesday, I woke
Yeah.
up at my flight was at 6, I believe.
Okay.
So my flight was at 6. Yeah, so my flight was at 6. 3.5 hour flight. I get home. Immediately as I get home, I had to catch a bus to Pennsylvania. That was 2.5 hours to Pennsylvania. Then I had to drive an hour and a half back from Pennsylvania to New York. And that was, so I didn't get home until close to 9 o'clock at night. Or maybe, was that night? No. It was later when I got home. But it was a crazy day. And then we left on Thursday morning, stayed in Chicago and did the whole trip. And now I'm here. So that's been my crazy last couple of weeks. Finished up with school, as I said in the last pod. And yeah, no, I'm just chilling for the summer. Going to be playing some golf, working. And I don't know if I still have that performance opportunity in LA, that recital.
I was just gonna ask.
Right. I should reach out to that guy, because if that's the case,
Yes, you should.
I forgot to bring my performance attire. So I might have to rent something, unfortunately. But I have got to call him and ask and see, call him and ask and see what's going on.
Absolutely should inquire.
But yeah,
That'd be sick.
Yeah,
I'd fly out.
Yeah. You wouldn't have to. You could drive. It's Los Angeles.
Fuck. I'm ready, dude. Hang out with some of your choir folk. God, he hates me.
Bobby, I'm not in choir anymore.
I know.
I'm single-handedly the most important person on stage. No, I'm joking. Gosh. I needed you to last. Choir jokes.
I'm writing that down. That's a fucking timestamp for sure.
Golly. Oh, choir jokes. Gosh, I'm not in choir anymore.
You could make welding jokes and I'd feel the same rage, you know? That slight rage where it's not like I really want to hurt you too bad. It's like, you know, I kind of want to just flip you off.
Slap you.
Yeah, slap me around.
Anyways, so yeah. That's been our weeks.
You know what? I got to say something.
Okay.
I've been working hard as fuck in the gym. I have been absolutely crushing it, actually.
Yeah.
Unheard of effort from myself. I'm not exaggerating. I don't usually talk this highly about myself in the gym.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, though, dude. Fuck yes. It's a different level of intensity. You know how, like, you would see Nike commercials? I mean, I know it's commercial format. But you'd see, like, the men and women, and they would just be dripping sweat.
Yeah.
Like, super intense, like, professional level workout.
Right.
Kind of stuff. Like, that's what's happening. That's what's been happening.
Okay.
Like the floor is just is my sweat.
Well, that's foul.
It's a little bit, a little TMI. But that gym, dude, I mean, it's like 100 degrees outside here in Vegas on like an average, let's just say 90 average. And that garage, dude, because I work out in the garage and the sun just beats on that door all day long.
Yeah.
The only time it gets some fresh air is when I open it to walk in. And as soon as I walk in, I close it. And that heat is just trapped and marinating in that garage.
Yikes.
It's like the most insane feeling ever. It's amazing.
Oh, yeah.
Hit a PR the other day.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Fuck yeah.
How did that feel?
235, baby.
How did that feel? Bench press.
Dude, bench press. It felt like I felt like $1 million fucking dollars.
That's great.
Dude, the amount of joy I had. And it was so cool because like I think I said when I was describing the garage previously, it's maybe it wasn't with the podcast. Anyways, it's just me in there. Like, it's really cool that I have the ability to get that excited for myself in an environment with just myself.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't know, I've been recording myself a lot and sending them the videos to Liam. I stopped sending them to the gamers because I figured Eric and Wade were tired of seeing my ponytail that I rock in the gym. But yeah, I was just like, I'm just sending them to Liam. He got WhatsApp, and I send him fucking minute, 2 minute, 3 minute long videos that I'm like, Eric would kill me.
Yeah.
So Liam's been my lifting partner.
There you go.
Via telecommunications.
Telecommunications. I like it.
Yeah.
So
yeah, no, been good in the gym, man.
Yeah, that is good. It's funny because I talked to you about, well, that's what we could get into a little bit, is about lifting weights and journeys and stuff like that. And I think we've talked about it prior. I hit the gym last night, dude. I don't know if I told you about this, but I did very little.
Yeah.
Because I did not want to get sore. I did not. Because the last time I went into the gym, I hadn't been in the gym in almost 2 years. And I go in there like I hadn't taken a day off, and I'm lifting way heavier things than I should be. And I can't even extend my arm fully because there's so much lactic acid built up in my biceps. So I just went there and I did, I hit a little chest, I hit a little shoulders, I hit a little tri, a little bi, and that was it. And I was done.
Yeah.
Starting slow and steady.
Oh yeah, build it up, baby.
Yeah.
2 weeks. 2 weeks. You're gangbanging this bitch. I mean, as in the gym.
Yeah. Yeah. Sometimes I question your terminology.
Yeah. It's real hard to record the podcast right after leaving work.
Yeah. Are you guys a bunch of...
The shop talk really transfers.
Yeah.
It takes a few hours to settle down, but I get there.
Right.
By the time it's time to go to bed.
Right. Nice. Well, shall we transition into a topic here? Do you have one? Can you think of one off the top of your head? Being creative?
No.
No. Can't come up with one, huh?
I mean, I feel like we've talked about it too much. I want something impactful, Eric. What's impactful?
I know we haven't had one of those in a while.
Yeah. I want to send a good message. I want to say the good word. What have we noticed in the past 2 weeks where it's just like, why didn't someone do that, or why did someone do that, or...
I did think of something the other day, and I can't remember what it was, but it must have not been that big of a deal if I didn't remember it.
I actually might have something. Okay.
All right.
So it's all right. It's interesting. I think I've talked before about how I've been sitting on my porch kind of by myself.
Mm-hmm.
It was really weird, man. It was the like most overwhelming sensation of emotions I've like felt. It was weird.
Okay.
It feels weird to say that openly to people who are gonna like listen to this.
Yeah.
Um, but it was so it kind of just started out where it was the morning, and I saw that Seth Feroci and Chris Bumstead. Did I tell this story already?
Not to me.
They did a collab. They posted a video together in the gym, and those two dudes are like right now for me role models. Like that's kind of where I get a lot of my processes from, like my
Mhm.
daily processes, schedule, making the bed. Um, um, I didn't make my bed today.
That's
But
funny.
anyways, so I saw that those two had a collab together, and I was like, dude, I'm like, how cool. I've been waiting for them to do this shit forever. And so I get that notification, I get to work, get that notification at like 8 a.m. and it just like instantly like makes my day. The fact that I'm like, oh my God, it's 24 minutes long. 24 minutes, I'm going to be in pure joy, and I'm not going to let a single thing interfere with this when I get home.
Mm-hmm.
I was so excited, I called it quits on the gym. I was like, I'm not even going to go to the gym today. I'm so excited about this video. I'm
Wow.
like, so I got home, and of course, I had to get the fixins ready. I had to get the Diet Dr. Pepper, the zero sugar strawberries and cream.
Now, is that today? Is this today?
No,
Oh.
this was like a week ago.
Hmm.
I got one of these Johns ready. I got my bong with a fresh bowl, ripping, because I was like, how can you not? You know, the sun is setting. I have good ambiance. I hear the birds chirping. I have my Dr. Pepper. I have my phone with the video set up outside on the back porch.
Hmm.
All right. So I start inhaling, and then things start happening, and I'm feeling good. Start the video. About 8 minutes in, I pause. And I'm just like, I sit back in the chair I got out there. I just like look at the sunset, listen to the birds. And I don't know. Just all of a sudden, I was like, this is the happiest moment in my entire life so far. Because I am like completely at peace. Nobody right now can touch me. Nobody can contact me if they wanted to. I am free to do anything that I want to right now. And I was just like so at peace with that thought. I was just like, this is like the best moment of my whole life. And it was weird because this sunset was happening. And dude, not even like 30 or 40 seconds later, the craziest thing happened. I even sent a video to my mom. It just started downpouring. Just started dumping rain. Dumping rain. Crazy, dude. Like flash flood level rain. I was like, what the fuck? Sent a video to my mom, and she's like, holy shit, like, what's going on? And dude, it only lasted like maybe a minute. And then it stopped raining, and it was back to that peace, quiet, birds chirping situation. I was like, what was that? Like it was the weirdest, coolest, like most awesome moment I've had in a long time, and it just made me super happy.
Yeah.
It was weird, but it was sick,
Man,
and I'm really glad I got to experience that.
I want to shit on you so much right now, but I can't because this is a impactful moment in your life.
Oh man.
I'm joking. um. It's. I will say. Hold on.
Oh man, just jotting down something, making a note.
Um, it sounds like you're the kind of person that needs to be living in Wyoming with
No,
nothing around.
whoa.
It's just you and your house.
Let's pick a different state.
Why not
Montana.
Wyoming? Okay.
Wyoming sucks.
Wyoming's gorgeous.
Well, in some places.
Yeah. Live into some places.
Eh,
Okay, Montana, fine. Live in
Okay,
your
honestly,
little house in Montana.
I think I'd move back to Bend. Not Bend. Fuck it. Move back to Oregon. I thought of Bend because Bend is pretty.
People keep asking me about where I'm going after school, and I say, I don't know. I don't know.
I know.
And I say if I am gonna come back to Oregon, it'll be Bend, but I don't have that kind of money.
Right.
So I said, if I had that kind of money and I become successful enough in what my chosen field is, I will 100% move back to Oregon and live in Bend. 100%.
Yeah, dude. Totally.
100%.
Totally. No doubt. I agree.
But man, some of the states that we drove through, one was that surprised me that I'm like, I wouldn't mind living here.
Yeah.
Ohio.
Hmm.
No. Back up. Sorry. Wrong state. Iowa. I would totally live in Iowa.
What's going on there?
Not much.
Okay.
But it's not flat. It's rolling hills, but it's not flat.
What's
You've
Ohio
got
known for?
Des Moines, Iowa. You've got some other big cities.
Iowa?
Iowa.
I said Ohio.
I first said Ohio, but then I meant Iowa.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Maybe I heard Idaho.
Oh. No.
Wait, didn't you say Idaho?
No. I would not live in Idaho. Sorry.
All I could think of was potatoes. Dude, I'm sorry I'm such a fucking mess. Oh my god. I'm an embarrassment to my family.
Oh, Lordy.
I'll write that down too, so I can embarrass myself on the Instagram.
Lordy Lou.
Okay. Iowa.
Yeah. But I would live there. I would live in Pennsylvania. Nope. Ohio.
No?
Probably not. Indiana. Definitely not. Illinois. Probably not. Nebraska. Absolutely not.
No chance.
Parts of Wyoming. Utah. That's out. I'd perform in Utah, though. It's a gorgeous state. Gorgeous, gorgeous.
It is, man.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
It's diverse.
Right. Idaho. I mean, I went through Boise. I guess it's cool. It's neat. Yeah.
Good synopsis.
Yeah. Anyways.
So yeah, anyways, had that moment.
Yeah. I feel like some people don't get those kinds of moments often. Well,
Have you ever experienced anything? I mean, obviously not high, but have you experienced like a moment where you're like, dude, pure happiness right now?
yeah.
Like this is amazing.
Yeah.
Were you by yourself?
Most of the time, no.
Okay.
I have had moments where I'm at complete and utter peace. I can remember one instance. Well, no, there's several instances. So one time I can remember I was out hunting. I was by myself, and it was a evening hunt.
Yep.
And usually in the evening hunt, you kind of just go and find your spot, and you sit down there for the evening until it gets close to dark, and you're just watching. I found this little area. No, I suppose there's been a lot of moments when I'm hunting, because now that I think about it, there's been one mid-afternoon, there's been one in the evening, and there's not in the morning. It's too cold out there in the morning for me to be at peace.
That's an experience though. It's a cool experience.
Yeah, and I just kind of found a nice log and a nice tree to sit up against, and I kind of just shut my eyes and I just listened. I just listened to the woods and the wilderness and the sounds. Uh,
Tell me, tell me right now. Tell me that is not the real reason why people go hunting.
it is. I mean,
Tell me
there's
that's like,
I think there's a combination of reasons of why people go hunting. Some people use it for legitimate meals,
right,
like when my
right, sure.
grandpa was like when he was my age and when he had a family, that was like, that was your means of
Yeah, that was your food source.
that was your food.
Yeah,
Um,
totally.
but I think in today's society, it has turned into uh,
I think there's, I think there's people that abuse the sport, and I think there's people that really, really appreciate it
yeah,
as a sport. That's what I'm calling it, hunting. Um, for me though, it's like, I've never actually killed an animal. Um, I've never killed a big game animal. It's always just every time I've hunted, we've always just gone out and walked through the woods. We've got onto stuff like I've seen elk 25 yards from me before. Like that's been a thing. Never killed anything, but like the memories are still there.
yeah,
Like I'm sure somewhat similar to yours. Just being out there, you know that your dad or whoever the hell you're with is like 100 yards to the right of you, but it's just you. That's just you out there.
right. Um, yeah, it's nice.
Yeah.
Um, then another instance I can remember, I was golfing. It was in the
Mm-hmm.
evening. There was not a single person out on that golf course. It
Oof.
was right after work. Everybody had
Yep.
gone home. It was still light outside, and I just went out there and I one of the best rounds of golf I've ever had.
That's
Um,
sick.
yep. And then pure happiness is every time I sing, every time I get to do anything music related. Every day I walk to school and get into school or have a performance or a rehearsal for something, it's pure enjoyment and kind of a
That's
surreal experience of like, wow, I actually get to do this.
that is really cool that is when you're experiencing those emotions.
Yeah.
um I feel like my I feel like I have those similar thoughts, but it's not like during or before. It's always the reflection of my work. Once I get done with like a really cool project and I look at it, reflect at the whole entire fabrication process, and then actually getting to see it perform and do well is really, it's pretty fucking cool. It's something that I never in my life ever thought I would be a part of. I never thought it would give me those kinds of feelings either. I never know there was so much reward with accomplishing stuff like I'm accomplishing,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah. Well, I think it's just we get caught up on too much stuff that we tend to not, you know, slow down to smell the roses, or if that's the right. I think
Yeah.
that's something along those lines that's saying.
Yeah.
So it's nice. It's nice to relax and just, you know, do when you can, but then at the same time I get that every day from doing music. Every time I get to work on it, I know I'm like I get to do this. Granted, I'm in school and I'm not really doing it for a living yet, but I mean that's the saying, I get to do this for a living. It's a surreal experience, I guess you could say.
So to add to that,
Yeah.
a little bit of, I had a little something pop into my mind,
Mhm.
but it's happened the last two leg days. Um, My leg days are just so fucking hard to
They're
accomplish.
tough. Yeah.
I have set them up so that way I am borderline puking about 2/3 of the way through. I've set them up that way because it's good for me. Like, it's hard. It's really, really hard. And you learn a lot about yourself when you are pushing yourself that hard.
Yeah.
And one thing that I have actually started saying while I've been working out is you'll never get to experience this pain again once you're gone.
Mm-hmm.
And that has been a really driving statement in my lifting and going to the gym lately. Because I'm just like, it's true, man. It is true. When you're gone, you will not be able to experience this kind of pain.
Right.
So it's like, now that's in the most healthy way possible. My driving factor is like, well, like, I want to work harder so I can feel more pain, so I can do better, so I can be better.
Mm-hmm.
In a in a humble or way, but
Yeah.
not a douchebag way.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just like, life is so short. Life sucks sometimes, but it's like, you got to learn from it.
Well, hold
You
on.
don't
Let's
fucking learn when it sucks.
let's unpack that for a moment.
Unpack it. Okay.
Why does life have to be short? Why does everybody say that life is so short? Because
Oh,
if you think about
probably-
it, there's 365 days a year, and most people live on average, I would say, to 85. So
I think it's just
that's a lot of
I
days.
don't think it's relative to time. I think it's relative to how you spend your time.
Well, right, and I feel like that's saying life is short. It's said from majority of the time, it's said by people who have maybe not gotten to experience things that they wanted to experience in their life.
Yeah.
Or do
right.
what they want to do in life.
Uh-huh. Yeah, totally.
Because I'm doing from my experience, in my opinion, I'm doing what I love to do, and I don't really throw that term around of life is short. If I'm trying to be, when I'm trying to motivate somebody to do something, I will say it, but I never say it about myself of life is short, because I'm doing what I love to do. I'm very fortunate that I get to do what I love to do.
Yeah.
Now, that could be kind of a far-fetched opinion, but that's just kind of what's coming to my mind right now.
Right. I mean, that's how you carry it, man. That's how you operate.
Right. Right. Because I guess you could say if you work a 9 to 5 and you're doing that for 30, 40 years, that's 8 hours of your day. Rinse and repeat, and you get 2 days. I'm sorry.
That's some people's cup of tea.
It is. And I mean, technically, that's what I'm doing. I just love what I'm doing. Yeah, it's weird. We live in a weird world.
We always resort to saying that when we're just like, you know what? After further reflection, I'm just gonna say this to get me out of this topic.
Yeah. Well, it's not even that. It truly is weird, because at the end of the day, I am doing music, but it's a job. I'm getting paid to entertain people.
Right.
That's no different than someone that is a math teacher or a recruiter or a financial manager or anything like this. Not any different. They're being paid for a service.
I just like really believe that as long as you do good at your job and you work hard, it doesn't matter what you're doing. All I want is people to put in an honest day's work and just do your job, man.
Yeah.
This topic, I don't like to talk about it because I get so intense.
Yeah.
When you start talking about people and not doing their job, I get really amped up. I don't like to talk about it much.
Yeah.
because it makes me want to throw fists.
Yeah.
Honestly.
All I'll say, and we've said it before, is just have an open mind with a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Well, with
Yeah.
everything. Because
Totally.
even that, because I'm like, I am in the same boat as you. I agree with a lot of what you're saying in that specific topic.
Yeah.
But then at the end of the day, dude, the world's changing.
Mm-hmm.
And is it changing for the better? I don't know. Is it changing for the worst? I don't know. It's changing. We could
Yeah.
get a point in our life where all you have to do is type in a prompt into OpenAI or ChatGPT and just tweak a few things, and that's considered hard work.
Yeah. Can you?
That's
Yeah.
crazy to me.
Anyways, I don't even want to think about it. Yeah, no, it's pretty intense. It's pretty, in my opinion. I think it's pretty messed up that teachers, it's just a double standard in my opinion, that teachers use AI to grade papers, but then students can't use AI to write them.
I didn't know teachers were using AI to grade stuff.
And well, hold on. And that being said, I feel like I just said something dumb. I don't want students using AI to write their papers. I don't want anybody using AI to grade, write, do anything really with anything.
Right.
And in my head, when I hear this happening, I'm like, yeah, it's because you took the work out of it. How about you sit there and you write it down on paper?
Yeah.
And you use AI to fucking write a paper.
I was speaking to somebody about chat or whatever, this open AI or whatever, and they're like, well, I just ask it to give me ideas and prompts. And they're like, I don't use it to write. I don't have them write me the essay. I use it to give the prompts. And I'm like, and it's not coming from a place of bitterness because we didn't have that, because you also have to put that in perspective. If we were in high school and this was around, would we not use it?
Dude, but oh man, ooh, I see what you're saying, dude.
Right.
But that was a disservice that I served myself in high school, was using shit to help me just pass.
Yeah.
What a disservice, man.
Right.
Google Translate, for goodness sakes.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have passed Spanish without that motherfucker.
I didn't even know Google Translate was a thing until I got into college.
Well, Jesus, you use AI to give you prompts and ideas. Well, now you're just taking all your original thoughts out of
You're
it. Like,
taking the creativity out of it. And if you choose to use AI to write the essay and you go in and, does it make your work easier? But I'm like, what are you gaining? What are you gaining? Because this individual I was talking to, he's just like, I'm in college and I can't, like, I learn stuff, but I'm like terrified that I'm not going to remember it 20 years down the line. And I'm like, that to me doesn't make any sense. I'm obviously doing something I love and I remember everything everybody tells me. Anything music related, I remember it because it's my passion.
Right.
But to take the creativity, it's just,
man,
it's taking it takes the stress and the frustration out. Oh man, this could open a whole can of worms.
Right. Yeah, it just takes the work out of it.
Well, because then you think, you're like, okay, well, there's a lot of mental health stuff going on with the younger people, and they can't. And you know what? I'm going to say this because
All right.
I've been a
gonna say?
student. I am a student, and I've had to deal with a lot. I just feel like people just don't know how to handle stress anymore, and they just want to take the easy way out and say, I don't want to do this. I'm having a panic attack. So therefore, I'm not going to do it because it stresses me out too much.
See, but then the commonly
You know about how much hair
it's
I've pulled out of my skull from being stressed out because I had to write a 10-page essay?
it's misconceived the between the word stress, right? Stress and panic are often confused as the same thing. Stress is healthy, panic is not. People confuse what they're feeling because they're a very similar feeling. If people started identifying their feeling as stress and as stress being healthy, because they probably know, why am I stressed? Probably because what I'm doing is good for me. Why am I so stressed out about work? Well, because it's good for me. Why am I so stressed out about school? Because it's good for you.
Well,
If you're panicking, that is unhealthy. That's not good for your body.
I don't think we should say stress is healthy because stress causes high blood pressure and heart attacks.
Well,
I understand.
But you know what I'm saying.
Yes. I just had to clarify that for someone who might not
Right.
understand.
And obviously, yeah, sure, okay. In a healthy dose of stress,
Yeah.
That's why we keep applying more to us by, we did the podcast because we're like, what else can we add to add some zest in our fest?
Right. It's just an
Like
outlet to
podcast.
talk. And yeah. But that's the thing. And that's anybody who ever asks me how to deal with stress, I always give the same advice. I say, you have to find outlets. You have to find outlets that allow you to not think about or worry about what is causing the stress.
Mm-hmm. Definitely have to take a break.
For me, music is my job, and it can be stressful at times.
Right. At times.
I do other things. I have different outlets. Golf, that take my mind off of music.
Mm-hmm.
Video games that take my mind off of music for a little bit. I don't play a lot of video games. I play lots of golf. But I find my outlets. You got to find your things that that bring your thoughts away from the stress, and you have to be smart enough to manage the stress in a productive way. Because most of the time, stress is, in this instance, what I'm thinking about, stress is being caused by work for a lot of people, right?
Yep.
You got to get this deadline, or this person isn't listening to you, or yada, 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 yada. So you're constantly going about after work and in your free time when you're supposed to completely forget about work at the end of the workday, 5:00. That's it. That is when you are no longer getting paid. So why in the hell are you still thinking about work if you're not getting paid to think about work? Right?
Okay. Yep.
And so if you're being productive and you're being smart enough or intelligent enough to compartmentalize your thoughts that are causing stress and how to deal with these, then it becomes what do I try to say here? I don't want to say, because I'm not gonna say it's easy, because stress is never easy, but it helps you. There we go. It helps you manage the stress.
Yeah.
What?
Nothing. Keep going.
No, I mean that's
Compartmentalize.
yeah. I mean
Yeah.
that's all I have to say.
Oh, okay.
Because something you've said to me before, and I've never really understood it, is you always say to me, you're just like, Eric, you could be a CIA agent with the amount of stress that you can handle. And you've said this to me, and I don't understand.
Yeah.
I'm like,
You just
I don't know.
you just handle it. You carry it real well. You're pretty stoic. Until you're not.
Until I'm not. Yeah. But
I mean, it's like a change of fucking character. Like you have like multiple personalities almost in like, you know, I would love to see follow you around while you're at school. I would love to see that version of you where you are just fucking dead focused, like you're in the zone, you're there to learn, you're there to do your fucking job.
Right.
I want to see that one day. I want to see that professional fucking attitude.
Yeah.
Right, and as soon as you walk out of those motherfucking doors and onto the bus, now you're a gangster. Now you got to protect yourself because you're on the streets. You know? Like, you can just switch personalities. You know, you get home and all of a sudden, like, now it's time to podcast. Now it's time to do this personality.
Yeah.
I mean, it's all you.
Right.
But it's like,
That's
you just carry it.
interesting. That's interesting. Yeah. Because now that I think about it, I don't think you've gotten a glimpse of it with the podcast, but that's not fully the professional me, you know what I mean?
No way.
And that's really interesting that you say that, because I'm completely different when I'm around my friends. You know, I'm not, and that's weird, because I think a lot of people are like that. They're completely different. You know, when you see someone, it's so weird, because I would love to see you working too. I'd love to just be a fly on the wall.
Oh, yeah. I do have a character. Dude, we were on the phone that one day.
Yeah.
And I think I was yelling at Miller or something. I was just like, dude, I was like demanding. I was firm. I was different. I was in that mental zone.
Right. It's really weird, because for me, and how it has always been, especially with music, I change 100%. Like you said, I am like a completely different person, and not a lot of people have seen me like that, because I'm not coming to the house and being professional around my family or around my friends, right? So when I'm telling like the stories about school and stuff like that, my family and friends, they're not getting the whole story of what I am truly like as a professional.
Yeah.
And it's a really weird concept, because think about it. You think, and I've probably experienced this more since COVID, but like when you're a little kid, you don't ever like see your parents being professional, right? Because if it's like bring your child to work day, everybody's there, everybody's having a good time, right? It's all fun and games. But then since COVID, both of my parents are working from home. It's like a flip switch. There's professionalism there. They're working. This is what they're getting paid to do. But then my dad will come downstairs laughing, making the jokes, doing the old stomach drums or whatnot.
Yeah.
And my mom's sitting there laughing or whatever. So it's really funny to see that the switch, it could just be turned on and off and stuff like that. It's really interesting.
Well, I feel like, okay, so now that I got the thought in my head, we're talking about it, we're analyzing it. So now I feel like there really is kind of like two types of people here. You know, you have the ones that will let their multiple situations bleed through. They won't have a real defining switch. It's kind of just all the same. You know, like how when I get to work, I flip the switch. When you get to school, you flip the switch. Like there's just a clear and defined switch.
And I think the people, and this is just my opinion, and I think that the people that cannot distinguish this are the people that have a hard time dealing with stress.
Oh. Oh man. Yeah, no, it has to be, because think about where that stress carries. Their stress carries and bleeds
Right.
into other portions of their life.
Right.
Like you were saying. Like, why are you still thinking about work when you're not getting paid?
Right.
Yeah, totally. Oh my God, dude. This might be one of those first times where we connected dots perfectly. We might have accomplished something here.
Because I mean, for me, that is just like, that's my opinion, because for me, my life is music. There's not a single moment when I am not thinking about music. Maybe besides when I'm golfing.
Yeah.
But I'm still, even though my music is my career, my profession, I'm still able to not let that show when I'm actually not doing something in it, right? So I'll leave a rehearsal and I'm thinking about, I'm like, how do I approach that a little bit different? I'm still stressing out about it.
Yeah.
But the switch is, it's switched, right?
There's got to be a reflection time. Like,
there's
there's a point of like what you're doing is just reflection.
Right.
It's not like that's carrying over though into another sector.
Right.
You know?
Right. Yeah. Yeah, it's really, really, really interesting.
I like that a lot. I like that.
Yeah. I was going to say something else, but now I can't.
Biscuits and honey.
Yeah, I can't. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. I mean, that's kind of all dude, I think I pulled it all out.
Good.
I think I tried to pull.
I feel good, man.
Yeah, I think I pulled it all out of the brain cells there. I don't know if I have it. I don't really have any more to add to that, really, unless you do.
Dude, no, I fucking feel really good about what we just accomplished here.
First time ever in Late Night Tangents history, we made a connection.
I feel fucking a little proud. What's the title? We made a connection.
Yeah.
Or we could go with we could do gangster AI. That'd probably get a lot of people listening.
Oh, that's what I was going to say. Oh, hold on. It's on the tip of my tongue now. Oh, that's what I was going to say. So for me, I was thinking about this the other day. I'm like, in the professional world, right? You're professional. You know, it's kind of deemed. Maybe it has the stigma of, oh, you're boring. Oh, you're too focused, or oh, you're a hard ass, or things like that, things to that nature. And I've always viewed myself someone that finds humor very, very important.
Oh yeah.
My entire family's like that. Because I was driving, and over the last, I would say specifically over the last couple of months, I'm breaking down my family. I'm like, my grandma, hilarious. My grandpa, hilarious. Even though he doesn't try to be hilarious. When he tries to be funny, he's not funny. But that makes it funny. My uncles, they're hilarious. Everybody in my family, we just have got humor bones. We're just always trying to be funny. We always think some of the most juvenile things are funny. You know what I mean? And I was sitting there thinking to myself, because I'm like, some people don't find certain things funny.
Oh yeah, it's like a dead humor bone.
Right. So for instance, this is going to be, anyways, human flatulency.
Oh yeah.
My family finds that so funny, and we crack up every time. And it's just do you go to someone who does it, and to me that's like really foreign, and they don't laugh, and I'm like, this is weird for me. Like, it makes me feel uncomfortable.
It is a bit it is a bit odd. I just can't,
like, everything.
it's almost, bro, listen, it's people that don't laugh at the farts that is going to take us down.
yeah.
You got to watch out for
Yeah.
them.
Oh,
I'm just playing.
But I like, because specifically like with this musical theater class that I took, and I've said it in the podcast, this professor was hilarious. Her humor was,
Oh, right.
she'd make me die, and I'm like, she's a professional and she's using humor, and I'm like, this is great. I'm like, I love this. Right.
Yeah.
And I have always been that kind of person that
Right.
kind of incorporates humor into my professionalism.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Because
No, totally.
let's just say if I were to get up in front of an orchestra, like in front of a large group of people, I can be really serious, and I can zone in, really focus in, and become a professional and not use humor, but that's not my style. You know, that's not who I am. I'm always going to use humor in something, or, you know, make people laugh, because if people are laughing, they're feeling,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? And it doesn't,
I know what you mean.
It doesn't diminish your professionalism at all.
No.
But in my opinion, I think it helps, because for me, I'm like, it's making the people around you feel more comfortable, knowing that
Yeah.
you can joke,
Yeah.
that you can joke around, that you can laugh.
Totally.
And I love
Totally.
joking around. Oh my gosh. And that's just like, that is who I am. I'll always quip off a thing in school to make the class laugh. Or I'm not the class
Yep.
clown by any means, but I do enjoy making people laugh. That's just who
totally.
I am.
It's a good feeling.
Yeah.
Good feeling. It's something that I seriously, bro, it's something that I have to do on a daily basis. It is like a mandatory requirement that I don't even think of. It's just like,
It's
every
who
day,
It's who you are.
I strive every day to make everyone laugh.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter. It's just who I'm with. Everyone's laughing.
Yeah.
And if you're not laughing at my shit, well, now you're a target. I'm gonna make you fucking laugh.
Yeah.
Like, it's a requirement.
Yeah. And
It really is.
And that's crazy to me. That is crazy to me, that there are some people out there, to each his own, but it's like, to me, it makes me feel uncomfortable, because I'm like, that's been
May as
my
well laugh,
life,
bro.
man. That's like every inch of my body is like,
It's farts.
well, is laughter and humor, making people laugh, you know?
Right.
So, I don't know.
Yeah, dude.
I
feel that.
I was thinking about that the other day, and I was like, yeah, this is who I am.
Dude.
And if people don't like that, then I don't know if I want you in my life.
Oh, I do. I don't.
Yeah. Anyways, where are we sitting at for time?
Oh, dude, we're at $1:30.
Oh, perfect.
Not bad.
Yeah.
So, with that being said, I think it's time we wrap the cast. That's episode 20.
Yep.
And with that also being said, if you're looking for us, if someone's looking for us, a really good place to look for us is Instagram. Late Night Tangents. We're going to pop up.
Oh, yeah.
We're going to pop up. We're high on that list now.
Oh, yeah.
We got a community of late night listeners, bro.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, just pretty much late night on anything. Throw some underscores in between the words. You could find us.
You could. But Instagram
yeah.
has a link tree in the bio. That'll make it super cake for you to find us.
Oh, Taylor and his link tree, man.
Dude, it's handy as fuck.
Literally,
It really is.
you could find us on links. We're on everything.
Yeah.
We're on YouTube too. So if the Spotify listeners or our audio listeners want to see visual cues, which I recommend because you miss out a
Yes.
lot if you're not seeing visual cues. We're on YouTube at Late Night Tangents. But yeah,
I kind of want to get Apple Podcasts on there too.
I think we do have Apple Podcasts. Look it up, Late Night Tangents on Apple Podcasts. Share it with your homies. We do have it. I looked. We have it. It's on there. But share it with your homies.
Yeah.
Feel free to comment. We may or may not respond. Wade.
Dude. So anyways, catch us every Wednesday. We will be uploading every Wednesday, or at least trying to. Technical difficulties should be sorted. We should be on a roll from here on out. I'm going to try to get more editing done for the Instagram, since that's also been dry for like 3 weeks. That's all I got.
Yes,
dude.
sir. That's all I got. Share it, subscribe, like, etc. And with that, I'm out.
Goodbye.
Bye.